students, welcome back to your online classes. Today you can see I'm already with the copy here. So something new is there. So let's reveal what is there for you today. Okay. So by this you can understand that this is a quick review. Mm, the from the first day whatever we start, before going to the new chapter, I just want you to remember that things once again, that whenever we are making any word, whenever we are going to make any word, what are the points we have to follow? The proper sequence of what? Proper sequence of letters, then proper pronunciation. They should have pronunciation and proper meaning. And when I'm arranging the words in a sequence, that should have a meaning. Like this, though it is another example, still the first one I am not going, because this is to make you connected with today's topic, that few letters are given that are not written sequence wise, you can understand. So when we have written in proper sequence, it is school. So sequence is maintained, proper pronunciation, school, and proper meaning. You definitely know about this. Now from the word, when we are making the sentences, what is happening? Now for that I gave you one example. Is name my Emily. Individually is, it has a meaning. Name, it has a meaning. My, it has a meaning. Emily, it has a meaning. So all these are words because they are means they have all these three qualities. That's why these four are all words. But when we are making any sentence, we need to do what? We need to we need to arrange the words also in a particular sequence. Just see what I have written. All are words, definitely, as I said, all have proper pronunciation, all have meanings. But overall, does it make any sense? Is name my Emily? Is it any sense? No, it has no sense. But when I am arranging it in this way, means my name is Emily. My name is Emily. It's become a sentence. If it is a sentence, then it should be, here we have used full stop. What we can, what are the other things that we can use? We are going to discuss the things after a few minutes. Okay. Now it is Emily. So what is the smallest unit of a sentence? Definitely word. What is the smallest unit of any word? Definitely letter. Now if we come to this point, the meaningful words, proper sequence, from this sentence we are coming here, that meaningful words, all words should be meaningful. Then proper sequence means when I wrote is name my Emily, then it was not in proper sequence because I was not getting any meaning. But when I wrote that my name is Emily, means it is in proper sequence or in particular order, then that make a sense, or you can understand the meaning of it. Definitely you should have understood that what is the meaning of it. So from this point we are coming to the definition of the sentence, that is a group of meaningful words arranged in order that make a complete sense. Okay, so this is the definition of sentence. Now we are coming to another topic, that is the highlighted portion, because with that chapter, with that topic, we want to go further, we want to proceed further. This was a quick review of your previous lesson. Okay, so let's see what is there. Now if you see, you can understand this is chapter 4. The name is types of sentences. In your book, chapter 4, types of sentences. In between we have already finished 3 chapters, so today we are starting chapter 4. Chapter 3, up to chapter 3 it is already finished. Now you can see kinds of sentences. Here it is written types of sentence. Mean, now you know what is sentence. Means Now, you know about the sentence, but there are some differences. I told you that whether I will use full stop or anything else that I am going to discuss, this is the discussion. That is, whenever I'm telling something, I have a different style of telling the thing. According to the situation, we are making different comments. Okay, so whenever we are doing that, that means there are several way of talking. Means several types of sentences are there. Okay, so how many types of sentences are there? Basically, you can see here kinds of sentences I have written: assertive or declarative. Okay, assertive or declarative. In this portion I am coming afterwards. Then interrogative, exclamatory and imperative. Now you can understand that assertive or declarative, within bracket it is full stop, means whenever this type of sentences we are writing, we have to stop with full stop. Then when we are writing any interrogative sentence, the question mark sign should be there. When we are writing exclamatory sentence, it should be finished with exclamatory sign. Then when we are writing imperative sentence, then we have to stop with full stop again. So these two kinds are very easy to find out, but whenever it is declarative or assertive or imperative, then you have to think which type of, because both are finished with full stop. So with only the punctuation mark you cannot understand the type of the sentence. Now I'm going to this portion. You can understand that here I have written positive and negative, because basically assertive or declarative sentences are of two types, positive or negative. Now what is positive and what is negative? Positive, definitely without no, not, this type of words will not be used there. Okay, and when we are writing negative, there can have no or there can be not also, that we have to do. Now if I uh, discuss the thing elaborately, topic wise and the kind wise, then I think it will be better for you. So I am shifting the copy. So you can see now, number one, assertive sentence. First sentence that I have written is I like to read. This is which type of sentence? Positive. Now, if I write, I do not like to read. I do not like to read. This is negative sentences. See, here is no use of no or not. I like to read. It means I am telling that I like to read. Assertive means basically when you are telling someone something about any statement, about any situation, you are telling someone something. That is assertive sentence. Okay, now you can see you are telling that I like to read. You are telling about yourself that you like to read. This is positive. When I am making it, when I am using do not in between, I do not like to read, the meaning changes and it becomes negative because of not. Clear? Another group is there. This is one group, 1 or 2, this is one group, and 3, 4, this is another group. What is there? I have a red pen. I have a red pen. Definitely you can understand this is a positive sentence. And number 4, when I am changing this, I have no red pen. This is negative sentence. So you can understand that the first one is positive, and when we are using no, not, this type of things, this is become negative. As I said, it can be not or no, means with both I have given one example. Okay, not is also correct, no is also correct, according to the situation, or you have to use them. Then it is coming interrogative sentence. It is coming on interrogative sentence. Interrogate means to inquiry or to ask. Interrogate. Okay, interrogate means to ask someone something. So interrogative sentence definitely means the questions. So what we can do? Number one, where are you going? Where are you going? Question mark. You are asking about someone that where are you going? What is the destiny? Then number two, is she happy? Is she happy? Question mark. You are asking. that someone is, or particular one person is happy or not. Then number 3, has he done his homework? Has he done his homework? Question mark. Clear? In this way also we can write the interrogative sentence. This is very common. We regularly in our class also we are asking so many things. Basically we are asking and you are giving the answer in the mode of statement. Okay, then we are coming to exclamatory sentence. Oops, I forget my purse. Now think you are in a shopping mall and you just got so many things. Now when you are just going to pay the bills, that time you just suddenly remember that you forget your purse. What will be the effect? Definitely you will be shameful. You will be ashamed of it. Okay, then how will be your reaction? Oops, I forget my purse. So when these words are known as these words are basically expressed to mm, used to express your feelings. So when I am using these words, after that I have used the exclamatory sign and at the end full stop. Now go have a look on the third one first. Okay, hello, what is your name? If someone is saying standing or in a particular place, then what will you do? Definitely if you saw that someone is standing or sitting alone, you will go to him or her and you will ask, hello, what is your name? Or you can ask also, hello, what are you doing here? So this is a way of talking. So this type of words are basically used for what? For showing your expressions. Okay, to show your expression, this type of words are used. When we are using this type of words, just after the words we are using the exclamatory sign, and afterwards which type of it is, we are using that one. Now we are coming to number 2. What a lovely picture it is! Exclamatory sign. See, there is no word particular this type of word. Oops, hello, bravo, alas, oh no. So many things are there. This type of words are not, we are not using it well. Then it is coming, what a lovely picture it is! Exclamatory means you are showing your feelings. Okay. Now come to the last example. How beautiful the morning is. How beautiful the morning is. 2 and 4, same kinds. 1 and 3, same types. Okay. So you can understand 2 and 4, 1 and 3, and 2 and 4. So this is also showing that the morning is very beautiful. How beautiful the morning is means you are expressing your um, your feelings about positive feelings. We can also write like, alas, my pet dog is no more. This is a grief. See, now I am not so excited when I am saying that how beautiful the morning is. I have means I'm excited. But if I say, alas, my pet dog is dead, means it is a matter of grief. So we are not so excited. In this way we have to write. Then we are coming to the last one, that is the imperative sentence. Imperative sentence definitely means the imperative sentences about gives you command, then request is there, command is there, instruction is there, then advice is also there. If we give someone any command or instruction or say something means advice, we if we give you advice, these all are coming to imperative sentence. Now you can see here that number 1, please give me a pen. This is a request. By simply by the word please you can understand this is a request. Then submit your notebooks now. As class we are always telling that time up, submit your notebooks now means this is instruction or command. Then be very careful. Okay, this is advice. At last, don't tell a lie. definitely I am asking you not to tell a lie, means this is also advice. So this was all about the kinds of sentences, the basic, and after all this, you have to write something. That is your homework. How many types of sentences are there? 4 types of sentences are there. About every type of sentences, you have to write 4, no, 3 sentences of your own. About 4 types. About each type, 3 sentences you have to write of your own. Assertive 3 sentences, interrogative 3 sentences, exclamatory 3 sentences, imperative 3 sentences. Okay, watch the video carefully, try to understand what are the basic points that you have to maintain, and definitely then you will be able to complete your homework. So for once, see the punctuation only: full stop for assertive, interrogative question mark, exclamatory exclamation sign, then imperative full stop. So this is what you have to learn and you have to do. That for each type of sentence I want 3 examples. Okay, take care of yourself, do your homework. If you feel any problem, let me know. I'm always there with you to help you. Thank you.